Welcome to the Daily Debrief, an inside look at our big stories. I'm Amy Abdel-Sayed, and kids go back to school in Clark County very soon after a pretty hectic year of distance learning and then partial in-person learning. They're finally going back full time, but mental health is top of mind. Abel Garcia is with us today, and he spoke to some mental health experts. Abel, what is it that students are worried about this time around?
Amy, right now there's a lot of different concerns and a lot of thoughts this time around. I mean, of course, there's that bit of uncertainty of the back and forth of a roller coaster of emotions. Back before, this summer, we were seeing a little bit of that where it was kind of difficult. Students were back at home, we're doing school from home. Everything was kind of, you're more enclosed, you're more isolated. All of a sudden, we hit summer, things are starting to change. Students are saying, okay, no more having to wear masks. Finally, we're getting back to a little sense of normalcy. And then right back again, we see the fall. And now all of a sudden, the Delta variant and just a surge in cases are causing major concerns for these students. And again, their biggest concern is, what if I do go to school? What if I go and get COVID and then I bring this back to my family, or I bring this back to grandma or grandpa? And then all of a sudden, I've infected my entire family because now I'm going to school. So that's a lot of the concerns right now kids have. And now I can't even imagine just these students and these children who are having that on top of homework and on top of studies and on top of getting ready for those tests. So the fear of just these new cases and this surge overall in COVID-19 with this new variant as well, it's concerning to them, and they're definitely taking that mental toll, and it's a challenge. So on top of trying to make sure they're keeping all of their studies in check, now they have to worry about making sure their families are protected too. And so it's a difficult thing. It's a very difficult thing.
If you're a parent or guardian, what is it that you're supposed to do? How can you help students in that situation?
Of course. And what I learned from Dr. Moldovan is she was telling me that what you kind of have to do is be very aware and alert. I mean, when you see your students come back home, you want to make sure how they're doing. First of all, ask, hey, how was your day? What are some of those new things that are taking place at home or taking place in the school and in the classroom? And how can we help you make that process easier? How were your reactions with your other peers? Did you enjoy your time there? And just really trying to monitor as much as possible. Spend some quality time with them. They were also telling me that you might want to bring out some card games, bring out some board games, spend some of that interacting time with your child so that they can kind of get their mind off of the things and off of the very taxing time that they had while they were in the classroom, because it is going to be tough. I mean, these kids, they're not going to be able to talk to their peers the same way. So when they come home, they want to have at least some form of a structure or some form of stability when they get back. So these parents, what they're being advised and what these doctors and these psychologists are telling me is to advise our parents to really try to provide a structure at home, provide a very set, organized time frame, saying, once you get home, you have some time to kind of debrief, to kind of get your stuff situated, maybe go watch a little bit of social media, watch a little bit of TV, and then come back and recollect, come have dinner with us at this time. Then from this time to this time, do homework. From this time to this time, get ready for bed, and we'll start all over again. And by having that structured schedule, I mean, these parents and these students can really have a better relationship and can also help them from distracting them from the situation and what's going on right now.
Abel, thank you so much for that insight. For more on this story, make sure to visit ktv.com. There you'll also find a lot of coverage on the coronavirus, and we've got a ton of back to school stories as well. Right now, you're watching KTV streaming Las Vegas news on your time.